Hello, everyone, and welcome back to TPO. On today's episode, we're gonna try and predict some things about MCU Phase 5 and 6.
Oh, goody.
What's gonna
because
happen?
I imagine our viewers have not had enough of Marvel after about 3 weeks of Marvel.
No, why not? Why not keep with the trend? Keep it going, keep pumping.
More Marvel.
Yeah. I mean, DC's got, 2 films coming out in the entire time this and Saga's coming out?
Yeah, it's about that.
Fuck knows when The Flash is gonna come out.
It's never coming out. There is no chance that film is ever going to have a cinematic release, unless they change it anyway.
But yeah, so we've got the current plan for Phase 5 and 6 ahead of us. We might throw in some stuff that wasn't on their big announcements.
That's true. There was some stuff on there.
Because there's stuff that's been revealed, like Deadpool and Iron Wars, that wasn't on their big board. So we might just start throwing out some random ones that we might like to see. But we'll just have a go, see what we think, and we'll start with Dan, because Dan's written some predictions.
Wait, have you not written any?
No, my plan is just to go through each movie and category thing and just talk about it and
This
see
man
what we'd like.
sent me a message a few days ago saying, come up with some predictions.
Yeah.
So I
So I
did,
know you-
and you didn't.
Because you like to prepare and you like to have stuff to say. Whereas if it was just the other way around, you wouldn't have had anything to say. So I gave you some time to prepare.
All right,
gave you
fine. Fine.
So you can either save them till we get to the one that they're relevant to, or you can say them now.
I've just got a list. I'm going to start off with probably the most obvious prediction out of the lot, which is Avengers 5, the Kang Dynasty, will be...
Dynasty.
That's American.
Yeah.
Dynasty's English, so
Sounds
suck
nicer. Sounds nicer. Dynasty.
it's Dynasty.
It's Dynasty. They'll say it in
Shut
the
up,
movie and
I
it'll be Dynasty.
I don't care. I'm saying Dynasty. Kang Dynasty will be the best grossing out of Phase 5 and 6.
Best grossing out of.
Yes, out of Phase 5 and 6.
So you're not thinking Secret Wars.
I think Kang Dynasty will be higher.
Okay.
Because I think Kang Dynasty won't
Dynasty.
be... You can correct me as much as you want, but you're not correcting me. You're just making someone like an idiot.
No, I'm just saying Dynasty.
Yeah, I think Avengers 5 will be the highest grossing.
Okay.
I think it'd be subpar.
You'll think it's subpar,
I think people will think it's subpar,
right?
and because 5 and 6 coming out the same year, people won't watch the second one.
People are not going to watch the second one.
Yeah, out of the two-part thing. I presume it's 2 parts,
Right.
which is weird because
May.
it's 2 completely different stories.
Well, then why are you predicting?
I'm saying Avengers 5 will be the highest grossing out of 5 and 6.
Okay, yeah. But what if all the hype then builds on to people going to want to watch Secret Wars?
I don't think it will.
Okay, that's fine. That's an interesting take. Also, I would have guessed the other way around. Because,
I think Marvel fatigue will have set in.
yeah, but the whole Marvel fatigue is that everyone doesn't go and watch all of the movies. Everyone goes and watches the Avengers movies.
Yeah, so I'm saying that Avengers 5 will be better, but because it won't be as good, and it
As
will
the
fall
previous one.
it will fall below people's expectations of what it will be,
Okay.
so they won't go see the second one.
What do you think will happen in the movie?
I don't really know.
Well, this is where you get to just make up shit, Dan.
Yeah, but it's a different
What would
one
you
to
like
make
to
up.
see? What would you like to see?
Kang
How
killed
many
himself multiple
how
times.
many Kangs do you want to see?
At least 7.
Do you want to see? Okay, so more than how many multiverses do you want to see?
7.
Do you...
I don't know. It's a difficult one because Kang, his whole thing is that he wants to be the only one in the multiverse. He's insane and wants to kill himself, right?
Kinda. There's
He's
no
Kang
problem
the
with...
Conqueror because he conquers himself.
Well, there are other ones that don't want to conquer.
Correct. So maybe there'll be Kangs that will fight with the Avengers, and then maybe there'll be some betrayals. That could be quite interesting.
Mm. Do you reckon people will understand what the fuck's going on?
No, I really don't. And shall I go on to my next prediction?
Yeah, go for it.
Or another prediction, which is people will get confused at all the films coming out.
Okay.
I genuinely think people are just going to be really confused with all the films. Not people like
Well, I think-
us. I mean, sort of just generic moviegoers. They're not going to
yeah.
understand it because they won't have watched the Disney Plus shows.
Yeah. I mean, people hadn't watched all of the movies prior to Endgame and Infinity War, and people still went and watched that.
Yeah, but I'm not saying people won't watch them. I'm saying
I
people
think-
would be confused when they watch it.
Oh, yeah, no, but people were confused during those. I know people who didn't watch all the movies and was confused. That's just a part of thing. I reckon people are going to be very, very, very confused.
Yes, that's my point. I'm saying they'd be more confused.
Where's Iron Man? He's dead.
Oh, is he? When did he die?
Oh no, they brought him back. Why does that person look different than that person? Why is Captain America this now? What
Oh
happened?
yes, because that's another film coming out, right?
What happened to that girl's robot? Why is she dead? Why is the robot not there anymore? Why is the robot white?
Oh, what Vision?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that
Oh,
it's a trouble now. There's so many Marvel things, people cannot keep up with it.
I know. Yeah. I unscrewed the knob on my bell.
You unscrewed the knob on your belt,
Bell.
on your bell.
Yeah, bell.
Don't do that during the podcast episode.
Why not? No one will notice.
What do you mean no one will notice?
No one will notice. If we just don't acknowledge it, like we're doing right now, not acknowledging it, we'll just go past. Everyone will just forget about it. If we don't keep bringing it up, everyone will forget about the bell.
For people without context.
Do you see that? Everyone forgot because we stopped talking about it.
All right, let's move on.
Okay, what do you want to move on to? You had more predictions?
Some of your predictions.
Okay. I reckon that Ant-Man and the Wasp isn't gonna be any good.
I don't know. I think it will be. It's got Kang in it.
That automatically makes it good, but you don't think the Kang Dynasty that's gonna have multiple is gonna be good?
I never said it would be good. I think it'd be subpar. I think it'd be below people's expectations.
Okay.
I'm not saying it'd be
What
a
if people
bad
have
film.
no expectations and then it beats them?
People will have expectations. It's Avengers.
When I
That's
said
such a stupid
predictions-
statement. It's like, oh, what if they don't have expectations? Of course, people can have expectations over the biggest.
People
movie
never
franchise.
have expectations about Marvel movies. Everyone just goes in like a blank slate.
Since when?
No. I have a plan, Dan. I have the best prediction ever.
Okay.
One of these will finally have Mephisto.
I still don't think it will.
I reckon Echo, the TV show, will be the introduction of Mephisto.
I don't think it will, funny enough.
Because it's got Daredevil in it. And Daredevil is Christian. And so having Daredevil go up against the literal interpretation of the devil in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Maybe that's what the Daredevil 18-part series is about.
Also,
Daredevil takes on the devil.
Before you get hated for it, it's...
Hey, look, the bell's back. But we're not going to acknowledge it.
I'm slowly losing my mind right now. So you don't get cancelled, Daredevil's Catholic, not Christian.
Okay. They're all the same.
I do not condone your views, but okay.
Every religion is the same. It's all just worship of something. You can boil it down to the simplest idea. It's all just them believing in something.
And you could have done even simpler. Just say, it's a word. There you go. Even simpler.
It is a word. Yeah.
There you go. You've solved the meaning of life. It's a word.
Hey, it is a word. Also, born again, it's maybe he gets birthed out of the vagina of the devil. Who knows? Maybe that's how Mephisto is introduced, giving birth to the MCU Daredevil.
I'm
By the way,
shaking
if
my
you
head in
can't-
disappointment.
Yeah, so let's talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. We're getting the introduction of his not sister,
His daughter.
his daughter.
Cassie Lang.
Yes.
There's now 3 of them.
Yep, and one of them's probably gonna die.
Probably
Which-
Scott.
Maybe. I wouldn't be. No, I don't think they'll kill Ant-Man because everyone loves Ant-Man. Like, everyone needs to. Do you reckon Ant-Man's gonna do his Thanos but with Kang now, where he does the termite in The Boys season 1? Season 3?
I don't know.
Because they're not going to. Maybe they do it with one variant. Maybe there's a quick, brief glimpse of a time variant where Ant-Man does do that to Kang.
Maybe,
just see-
but
Maybe we just see a glimpse shot of Ant-Man shrink down, Kang standing there, and then explodes. and
also, I
Ant-Man
was just
standing there.
thinking about that theory. Why doesn't he just climb up his butthole? What if his skin is so strong, all it does is crushes Ant-Man?
Did you know Marvel has actually canonically given an explanation as to why that is? In a theme park?
Elaborate.
Okay, so in one of the Disney theme park rides or something, or a cruise ship, I can't remember, they had a display, and they literally got Scott, Paul Rudd, and Evangeline Lilly discussing like post-blip like events and like the discourse around people's theories and why Ant-Man didn't do a certain thing, and
Yeah.
then Scott Lang's like, right, there are certain reasons, and then Evangeline Lilly's like, nope, we don't have time to go into that, and then they move on. So they have acknowledged it in the universe as to why Ant-Man didn't do that, and they kind of stated that, look, we don't know he's an alien. We don't know what would have happened. We can't tell the internal organs of a man.
Yeah, like I said, it might have crashed Ant-Man.
Yeah, it could have. Why they didn't... We don't know how... Also, he has time, like, all of the Infinity Stones, so he could probably just make Ant-Man just not crushes from the inside.
Yeah, also, Ant-Man versus Thanos, I don't think they worked well, did it? I mean, was that even a fight, really?
No, they don't... I don't think they even interact.
Yeah, probably because Ant-Man would die.
Yeah, well, he could have, like, dodged, but then I guess the times don't just reverse him back.
He would have just been dead straight away.
Oh, yeah.
Be honest.
He would have been... Ant-Man would have just clapped him. Clapped those cheeks like Ant-Man was supposed to clap Thanos' cheeks.
Yeah.
But how do you think this is going to happen? Do you reckon we're going to get some quantum exploration where we go to, like, the city that was hinted at with Ant-Man and the Wasp?
I'm not too sure. Mainly because I still don't understand why Kang is fighting Ant-Man.
Do you reckon it's going to be, like, a really nerdy version of Kang? Because we
Maybe.
could have any version.
I
We could
thought
have,
it was
like,
the
any...
Conqueror. I thought it was Kang the Conqueror is joining Ant-Man. I thought it was that version.
Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror. But it just could be any variant.
Well, the movie poster they released was the Conqueror variant.
Okay, so do you reckon he's going to... How do you reckon the end of it's going to be? Like, how do you reckon they're going to escape? They trap him in the quantum realm?
Maybe. That'll probably be it, actually. That's probably exactly it. They trap him in the quantum realm and then somehow he escapes. I also think it will have...
Trap him in a jar.
Yeah, it has something to do with multiverse.
Well, yeah.
Because...
How many... That's a prediction. How many times are we going to hear the word multiverse?
What, throughout the whole of Phase 5 and 6?
Yeah. Because this is the multiversal saga, so...
78.
78. Okay, someone do the maths once that's all done.
Yeah.
Let's see how many... I'm going to say 62. I don't think they're going to say it that much, but we've already got a couple times. But we're only saying for 5 and 6, not for Phase 4. Although, actually, should we include Phase 4?
If we include Phase 4, then I think it's like 80.
Okay, we'll include Phase 4, because technically that is part of the multiversal saga. But we're not going to talk about that. I'm going to say 104.
How many times was it spoken in Phase 4? I suppose maybe a few times. Loki as well.
Doctor Strange is a lot.
Yeah, alright. 122.
Eternals probably has some multiversal chat. Black Widow is 100% multiverse. That's all ever she talks about. Yeah. Spider-Man, nothing but
yeah,
multiverse.
Spider-Man as well, of course.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Also,
I've got
yeah.
another question. Or / prediction I want to ask you.
How is Marvel going to cut Spider-Man out of the timeline so that Sony can go and do Sinister Six?
No. My question is, what sequels are going to be in Phase 6? If any.
Okay, so Shang-Chi 2?
You think that'll be in Phase 6? Which
Well, it's
is
already been greenlit.
2025, I believe.
It's been greenlit, so... But there is now news that the director of Shang-Chi is doing the Kang Dynasty.
Yes, but not Secret Wars.
No.
Which
So I wonder...
maybe they're not actually two-part stories. Maybe it's genuinely one part other than another part.
Well, maybe it's... Because I don't think because I think they've got one that's grounded. Like, one section of the MCU that's grounded, and then one's that's, like, the exploration. So I don't know if Secret Wars is going to be the ground level version, and it's just taking the name. Or if it's going to be... Because they've got, like, Daredevil, Echo. They're focusing on, like, Miss Marvel, who's going cosmic, but not going cosmic. They got Spider-Man, who's still ground level. They've got, like, Ironheart. They got Blade. They got Agatha Christie.
Yes, the greatest superhero of all time, Agatha Christie.
Yeah. They got Captain America, and they got the Thunderbolts, and then they got the Fantastic Four and shit like that. Like, they've got a lot of grounded heroes. Daredevil, I'm predicting, is going to introduce all of, like, Punisher, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, all of them back into the MCU. That's my prediction, because you got 18 episodes, so you can actually give the characters introductions again. Like, focus an episode on them.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to have Daredevil in every episode. It could just be catching up with Jessica Jones for an episode.
I just think 18 episodes is way too many.
I think it's
way too
mad that especially if they're hour long. That's crazy.
Like, That's CW. You're making a CW show at that point, which is just mediocre. You're gonna
I
have
reckon it-
so much filler.
Well, also they've kind of ruined Echo because they've already just announced that Daredevil's gonna have Vincent D'Onofrio in it. So the Kingpin's not gonna die in Echo.
And he didn't die in Hawkeye.
No, he did not. So this man is just gonna be bullet ridden in the face, back, head, chest, legs, and just walking slowly towards Daredevil, limping.
Well, talking
Just
about
like-
Echo, one of my predictions was Echo will be the worst ever Disney Plus show.
But it's got Daredevil in it.
Echo will be the worst.
But Hawkeye.
I'm telling you, Echo would be even worse than Hawkeye.
But TV budget Ironheart.
Nope. Echo will be
Whereas-
worse.
Okay, why?
Because nobody cares, for a start.
I mean,
How
Some-
many people thought, oh, do you know who's a good superhero to have? Echo.
you're just against deaf people.
Ms. Marvel is a very popular comic character.
Yeah.
I don't think
Dan.
Echo is.
Who are the Guardians of the Galaxy before the movie?
Well, yeah, but it's got James Gunn.
Yeah. Yeah. This could be the television division of.
It
The
won't.
Guardians of
It's just it. Guardians of the Galaxy was extraordinary, and
I think Agatha Harkness Christie is going to be the worst one.
I think that's second
Agatha-
worst.
No, I think it's going to be the worst. Because I don't particularly give a shit about that character in WandaVision. And also, what the fuck are they going to do with it? Like, why
What
are
are they
they
doing with
giving
Echo?
this? What? She's going to fight the Kingpin because of the emotional trauma that the Kingpin has dealt with her.
She already
Team
had
up
a
with
pretty
Daredevil.
good season arc in Hawkeye.
Yeah, and now she's going to do the exact same thing again.
Like,
But
I
this
think I'd
time
rather
teamed
have
up with
Hawkeye
Daredevil.
season 2 than Echo.
But that wouldn't be Hawkeye. It would be Yelena and
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I
Kate
want it.
Bishop. Yeah, I would love that.
That sounds great.
I want Hawkeye season 2 with Hawkeye getting shot in the head by the Kingpin and then Yelena, or let Yelena, I don't give a shit. She goes, oh no, I just backtrack on everything I did in the last episode.
That'd be so good, just to have Yelena and Kate
Also,
Bishop.
why didn't Hawkeye invite Yelena to Christmas dinner?
I don't know.
That's just rude.
Do you think
That
Yelena
is your
will be in
best
Thunderbolts?
friend's your dead best friend's sister, and she has nowhere to go, and you don't invite her to Christmas. You invite the small girl that you knew for like a week to Christmas, and then you don't invite your dead friend's sister who has no one else. Sad. What were you saying? I interrupted.
I don't even remember anymore.
Well, that's good.
Do you know what I think's weird? Is that Phase 4 hasn't had like a big team up film
No.
of any kind.
What's the most team up we've had? Hawkeye?
That's not a film.
Still a team up. It's a Phase 4 team up. Eternals is just a big team up. Oh, I also predict we'll never see the Eternals again.
Yeah, maybe.
What one do you reckon the Eternals will turn up? Miss Marvel?
No,
It's space.
maybe Secret Wars. I don't even know.
I reckon end credit of Miss Marvel's will be a cameo by an Eternal or something, setting up the Kang dynasty. Blade, we're gonna have Dane Whitman turn up and go not zombie hunting, vampire hunting with his nice.
I'm looking forward to
necros.
Blade. I think Blade will be alright.
I reckon Blade's gonna be PG-13
Yep. So I said on here, Blade
or
will be,
15.
No,
Not
I think Blade will be a 12A in the UK or PG-13, and everyone will complain as if it's a worse crime than murder.
it is though, because it's Twilight.
Yeah.
Everyone will go, it's Twilight if it's PG-13.
Yeah, everyone. Twitter will explode.
Yeah. Oh, you can't do justice to the character. I mean, yeah, maybe, but you can also try. Like,
I mean, have you
oh,
seen America? Like, American families complain so much when Disney has anything to do with R-rated.
Yeah.
As in, so
Like,
many families are now complaining.
If Disney didn't know the damage that making Deadpool PG-13 would do to, like, the Marvel Twitter sphere, they would have made Deadpool PG-13.
Yeah.
Also, if Disney hadn't bought Fox with every property that was pretty much R-rated in it, and then had to put it on some platform or just lock it away forever, they were like, fuck, we can't really have an excuse now to get rid of these R-rated things. We have to make a separate channel or a separate network. We have to dump on all on Hulu.
Yeah, I think that's a complaint in America. They're complaining, saying, why isn't all the R-rated stuff on Hulu? Why is it on Disney Plus? People are actively complaining that they don't have to buy another season, like another streaming service.
Yeah.
Why are you complaining you don't need to buy another streaming service?
Because people are dumb.
Yeah.
And don't want to put parental locks on because it's annoying to have to type in a PIN code every time you want to watch something that's slightly rude.
Honestly, just let your 7-year-old kid watch Deadpool, be fine.
Okay, Secret Wars. We'll move on to Secret Wars because that's the next TV show after fucking, well, What If Season 2, but who cares about that because that's
Nobody
not
cares
canonically
about that.
timed in. That will have a lot of multiversal in it.
Yeah.
The mention. After She-Hulk, that's the one. I reckon Nick Fury is going to die, but it's going to turn out to be a Skrull, and then it's going to reveal Nick Fury. Like, I reckon the show will open with Kobe Smulders talking to Nick Fury, and then Nick Fury will get shot in the back of the head, and then Nick Fury will walk out, and then it will be like, it's a secret invasion, baby! And then walk the fuck away, and the music will kick in. And then boom, that's the show. And then it will just be Nick Fury riding on a moped, shooting people in the face, and hoping that they're Skrulls.
Yeah, I'm really not sure how... I don't feel like Secret Wars is actually going to be any good. Also, I think you're talking about Secret Invasion.
I am talking about Secret Invasion.
You said Secret Wars.
I said the TV show.
You said the TV show Secret Wars.
Well, that's two things with secret in it.
I was so confused. I was like, why do you... This doesn't sound like Secret Wars.
I still reckon it will probably happen in Secret Wars again. They'll just take that scene and just... They'll do a previously on, and they'll cut to my scene of Nick Fury walking up behind a Skrull that looks like him, talking to Kobe Smulders as Maria Hill, and BAM! Gets shot in the back of the head. Forgetting the bullets travel through things and accidentally shoots Maria Hill in the face. But it also turns out that she's a Skrull, so he's fine. And Kobe Smulders has done the exact same thing on the other side. And then the bullets kiss and form a love heart, and then we get a Nick Fury, Maria Hill sexy.
Yeah.
How many Skrulls are going to turn out to be heroes in Secret Invasion?
I don't think I know enough.
How many cameos do you reckon we're going to get of heroes? Or people that have just appeared in the MCU turn out to be Skrulls?
17.
17. Name every single one that you think is going to happen. I reckon we're going to get it. Because I'm going to say Chris Evans.
Okay.
Captain America, old Captain America. Or young Captain America, because the Skrulls aren't up to date on Captain America dying as an old man.
Okay.
Because they only know that Captain America went back. They don't know that he came back old.
Helmut
Or Captain America. Helmut Zemo could be one. I reckon we're going to get some Wakandan guards or something like that.
Yeah.
Like a generic Wakandan guard. To let Nick Fury know of what happened over the course of something. I reckon Daryl is going to turn out to be a Skrull from 4, the Daryl roommate thing.
I don't know why, but I feel like Secret Invasion is just going to suck.
But it's a 70, I think, year old Samuel Jackson, not de-aged, so he looks like his normal running will look normal.
I just don't feel like it's going to be any good. I really don't.
Samuel Johnson, that's not who I want. Samuel Jackson is 73 years old. Hell yeah.
He's old. he's still kicking.
He still runs like an old man, but they de-aged him, so it looks like a weird young man who runs weird like an old man.
Well, talking about shows, I said Loki season 2 will be the best Disney Plus show of 5 and 6.
I reckon they're gonna ruin it.
No. I'm not saying the other ones will be good. I'm saying this will be the best out of the rest of them.
I
think all of them will be average at best.
I reckon they're gonna ruin Loki. They're gonna make him a horse.
What?
They're gonna make Loki, at the end of it, become a horse, and Thor is gonna ride him into battle.
I don't know if I could even dignify this.
Do you think we're gonna get Thor in Loki?
No. Not Arthur, anyway.
Not Arthur. Do you reckon Frog Thor is gonna be back? After maybe escaping that canister?
That would be great.
Do you reckon we're going to get variants on 4 throughout the universes? Do you reckon this is going to be multiversal travel or just corridors?
It's hard to say. It's really hard to say. Honestly, you're asking me to predict things and there's not any information yet.
Yeah, that's the whole point of predicting things. You get to predict them before they become a reality, and then if they're a reality, you get to say, yes, that is my 100% original opinion, and if you get it wrong, you just go, ha 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 ha, yes, I was joking.
I mean, I still think it's going to be their watch things that move.
Yeah. Are they going to be breaking into other dimensions? Are we going to see more Kang? Or is there going to be a new enemy? Is it going to be trying to kill Sophie DiMartino?
No, Kang's definitely going to be in it. 100%.
But is he
because
going to be
Kang's
actively...
own every single TVA now in every single universe.
Yeah, or
I think there's now multiple TVAs,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a Kang in each one, so now the TVAs are going to fight each other.
Do you reckon every MCU post-credit scene will be a TVA agent taking a person from the reality of the MCU? Or do you reckon at least a couple of them will be TVA agents storming, or someone capturing a person? Like in Ant-Man Quantumania, someone gets captured by the TVA.
No, not really. I don't see why they would do that.
Well, because then Kang can, like, wipe out his biggest threats. Because he knows how the timeline goes, so he knows which one.
Do you mean Kang's going to take a Kang from each one?
Well, maybe a Kang, or maybe like an actual MCU like hero, or like something, and then that's gonna be like maybe he takes Scott Lang's daughter, and that's why Scott Lang wants to go after Kang. Like they need to set up why people actually give a shit about this character, what the stakes are with this character, other than oh yeah, the multiverse is gonna die. You need to put human stakes, not just every level.
But that's the trouble I'm finding right now. I don't think Marvel will. I don't think Marvel will build the character anymore.
Oh, they'll just make him insane and just go,
yeah, they literally go like this. Oh, this guy's insane. You should care. I don't think...
They gave Thanos backstory, though.
Yes, but that's because people were well thought out previously. Look at all of Phase 4. It's all been a disaster.
Yeah.
I don't think they will. I don't see them with this grand plan anymore.
You don't think Kevin Feige's hat and jacket are going to save the MCU anymore?
No, not now. I genuinely think it's dead as a dodo. Or dying, at least.
But Dan, you gotta have faith. That's the only thing that keeps the MCU alive, is the faith.
Marvel is like this big cow, by the way. Right, that's what it is. It's a huge cow. With each film, I think they release, the milk gets empty. Right now, they're trying to drain the milk more than the cow can produce. Like, they're going on that cow 24/7.
They need to get a big old bull to come in and fuck that cow.
What they need to
pregnant,
do...
and it can make more milk. That's what the Sony partnership is. The Sony partnership is the big cow of Spider-Man coming to fuck the cow to make it pregnant so it gets more milk produced.
There's just too many properties. I don't think people will care anymore. I genuinely think Phase 6 might be the end of Marvel.
It would never, because...
I think Phase 6 could be the end of the MCU. We may never see the Avengers films. Those last two Avengers films. Or if we do, those will be the last ever Marvel films coming out.
No, because you got Daredevil. Not Daredevil, Deadpool.
Well, they might be in Phase 6. There's
Yeah.
many slots that haven't been announced in Phase 6, but...
Yeah, we still got to see Deadpool. We still got to see Eternals 2, which will be Too Eternal, Too Furious. We got to... Okay, let's go on to the big-ish one. Fantastic Four. Who are you casting as the Fantastic Four?
I haven't really much thought about it much.
Do you want John Krasinski back as Mr. Fantastic?
I mean, you could do. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with the guy. As long as he's not so...
Dumb?
Yeah.
Or arrogant?
That's the word, arrogant. I don't begin with A.
Well, he is dumb.
In
he's
this version, yes, but...
He's more... Yeah, he basically gives Wanda how to defeat...
I still think it would have been better if they had the other Mr. Fantastic in there.
Oh yeah, it would have been much more interesting. And then you could have John Krasinski actually be able to do a fleshed out role rather than being secretly hidden behind...
Yeah, that's another problem with Marvel.
Probably recording in his bedroom.
The secrecy is too much.
Well, yeah, I think they're trying to save all of their big reveals, but their big reveals are so hollow it means nothing.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, why?
Like, I reckon... Because everyone figured about Spider-Man into the... in Spider-Man 3, the Spider-Man one, the No Way Home one, that's the one. That everyone figured out that, oh yeah, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield were going to be in it. That basically the whole world knew. And Marvel was like, no, they're not. Sony was like, yes, they are, but we can't say that because Marvel will kill us.
Yeah.
Because we know how much money we could make if we put them in the trailers. But Marvel was like, no, hold back. Hold back. Let the internet go crazy. It worked. It's the sixth highest grossing movie of all time. But you can really tell that they're on a soundstage, basically not doing anything other than just interacting with each other or not interacting with anyone and just talking. Because they couldn't film those scenes all together without the press catching on and everyone knowing. And then all the press did know because people already took there's a shot with Andrew Garfield on scaffolding that got leaked ages ago. And then it was like, oh yeah, Andrew Garfield's on scaffolding in the movie. Shocking.
Yeah, I don't understand this obsession with trying to keep everything a secret. I get the idea it's fan service to have these big oh wow moments, but you can do that in other ways. You don't need to have a character reveal to go, oh, so great, this film is so great because a character's revealed after you've seen the film.
Oh, the Illuminati is these people.
Yeah, think about it. When you've mentioned it, when the John Krasinski thing happened, it's weird. Next time you watch it, because there's a applause delay.
Yeah, there's a 2-second pause where they want people to clap and whoop.
Yeah,
and when people don't, it's really weird. Because it's
I think Marvel is now relying on the characters to tell the stories, rather than actually just making a good plot.
Well, the thing is, I reckon the X-Men movie that they are gonna do, because I think it got announced or something that it's called, or it's rumored to be called The Mutants, and I was like, put a new in there, and you got the best movie ever.
Yeah, that was a great review. I love that review. Because neither of us actually hated that film.
No, I loved it. I was like, yeah, this is dumb. It's not a good movie, but it's so bad it's good.
Yeah, it's one of those ones.
Yeah. Like the first Shazam, which makes me really excited for the second one. But I reckon the X-Men movie is gonna have the 90s theme tune, even though it makes no sense.
Yes, because
they've used it.
Done it.
They've used it in that, and they used it in something else. They used it for Charles Xavier's turn up in Multiverse of Madness, and also. That's so weird to me that they reveal Charles Xavier, but they don't reveal Spider-Man.
Yeah, what?
That would have been a really fucking cool reveal had it not been in the trailers. But they were like, oh no, everyone doesn't give a shit about everyone doesn't give a shit about Charles Xavier. They care more about John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic.
I actually think having the Spider-Man's reveal kept secret sort of ruined the film a little bit. Or maybe it hindered the film, I should say.
It built people's expectations up way too much because people were 100% guaranteed they are. And I think it would have been way funnier if they weren't.
That would have been hilarious. It would taught everyone a lesson and go, don't expect these things. But no, I think the reason why it hindered the film was you had this huge moment of building up to the moment. Whereas if you had that sort of revealed straight away and had the plot more dealing with it and then have more interactions, I think that could have been worth more in the long run on sort of reruns and stuff. Oh,
looking back on it, it's such a weird introduction. It's just,
yeah, it's so
bizarre. It's MJ and Ned in Ned's Nan's house, and then they open a portal because Ned's magic somehow.
Yeah, it's so bizarre to me. Why can't they just do things normally? Stop
and then
with these stupid reveals.
And then it's like, oh. There's someone in a silhouette behind, and he's walking, and he's running towards, and they're like, ah! And then it's like, okay. And there's a 10-second wait for people to cheer and clap. And then they just do it again with Tobey Maguire.
But
and it's just
you can have the same effect by just having a really good storytelling, and you can have those moments during the storytelling that sort of whatever, like that pause. But then it still works because the story works each time you rewatch it, but character
how much better would it have been if you have Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland on that bridge sequence where the Goblin turns up, is in danger, and then and Dr. Octavius and stuff like that, and then rather than you just see, because you don't know what the fuck happens with Green Goblin after the bridge sequence, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It just cuts away, and then it's what's it thingy-majiggy. He's in an alleyway or something, and then he goes to Aunt May somehow. How much better would it have been though if you see as Tom Holland gets teleported away, Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield's web comes onto screen, and like drags the Goblin down as Tom Holland gets teleported away. So you know there's a Spider-Man in that universe at that time, but you know that someone is dealing with that, but Tom Holland or like gets web on him or something, and he's like, "What the fuck?" As he gets teleported through the portal, as Doctor Strange like captures him.
Yeah, that
Like,
that would
set it up
better.
a bit.
Yeah, it's like
Set it.
I don't.
And then at
really-
least you know that the Goblin's not just destroying a bridge, and Doctor Strange is like, yeah, I knew that was happening. I knew
And
someone
then
was
when Ned has his magical powers or whatever, you can just say, "Oh, there's another Spider-Man. Let's try to find another Spider-Man instead of just finding our Spider-Man."
Yeah, like
And it still
maybe
makes
have
more sense. And then just why did he? Because the sling ring, how it works is you open the location to the place in your head.
yeah. He's
So
thinking
why
of
did it open up to that Spider-Man?
maybe they watched the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, it's like that makes no sense.
It's good though. It's cinematic masterpiece that it's fine.
We ranted on about that much enough. Anyway, prediction that will keep happening. They will keep doing these stupid reveals.
Okay, let's predict for each movie and TV show what the big cameo will be. Okay, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Spider-Man.
Okay, Secret Invasion. Spider-Man. Guardians of the Galaxy. Morbius.
That'd be Thor.
Echo. Morbius. Loki. Agatha Christie. The literal incarnation of Agatha Christie.
That is it, yeah.
The
Agatha
Marvels.
House of Harkness. That's like the Christie.
No, Agatha Crispy. Agatha Rice Crispy will be in Loki as the... Is it a writer?
She's
Who?
right,
What?
yeah.
Yeah. Loki will... Agatha Christie will be the Ghost Rider of all of the MCU.
Ooh, Ghost Rider. I wonder if Marvel's going to do that now.
Which one, though? Are they going to do motorcycle or car?
Motorcycle, I think.
Are they going to... Because, well, yeah, I think Ryan Gosling is like, I'll do the Ghost Rider if Marvel wants me in anything. And Kevin Feige was like, we'd love to have him. Like he says about every actor and actress.
Yeah.
Because it's like, we can just get anyone at this point.
Like, we make enough money, we'll get anyone.
Yeah. You have morals? How much moolah is it going to cost to compromise those morals? And star in one of our movies for a 2-second cameo where people go whoop and have no idea who you are, but they still whoop.
I am surprised that Marvel hasn't got more big name actors.
Well, I literally said, like, as I went into Doctor Strange, like, I wonder when Charlize Theron's gonna be in a Marvel movie. And then at the end of it, I was like, oh, fuck, okay. I was literally thinking about it. I was like, oh, what cameos would I see? Oh, I would like to see Charlize Theron turn up in one of these things. That would be fun. And then it happened, and I was like, who the fuck are you? Do you reckon Doctor Strange is going to be in Loki? That the big reveal?
No, I don't think Doctor Strange will be.
But he's got to save someone from multiversal
Maybe
trouble.
America Chavez, though.
Maybe. I reckon Cleo, or Clea.
Clee.
The Renault Clio is going to turn up in Loki.
I don't think it will.
Okay. I reckon, this is my prediction, this is also tying into Phase 4, because this ties into Black Panther. This is for Ironheart. I reckon the way they're going to have Ironheart be relevant is that in Black Panther, because we got the trailer now, and in the trailer, it opens with Nakia, which then will lead into her becoming Black Panther, because I don't think they're going to make the sister Black Panther, because then they have to keep hiring her, and they don't like her because she's anti-vax. I reckon the sister's going to be the mentor to Ironheart, and she's going to die, the sister, and that will be the motivation for Ironheart to keep going, and also she'll have found Tony Stark, like, arc reactor or something, or build it from Wakandan technology. And that's how she gets her kickstart.
Okay. And who's going to take over the Black Panther mantle?
Nakia.
Are you sure? Because in the trailer, it looked like a bloke.
No, it's going to be a girl.
I'm not too sure.
Who are they? They're not going to do... I do not think... Okay, there's two people that it could be if they do a bloke, and it will be M'Baku, which they won't do because it's too big, and they want M'Baku probably to be, like, antagonist still, probably. Or, like, defiant, like, I still want to be leader, but I can't because I've got my own tribe to lead. Or they bring Killmonger back from the dead, which is stupid. But at this point, it won't be. I don't know why people... People are so obsessed with the idea of bringing Killmonger back and having him be the Black Panther because they're like, oh yeah, that's so much cooler. You have literal...
That scene at 1 minute 56 in the trailer, it's definitely a bloke.
I don't think it is.
It looks way too much like a bloke.
No, it's the Killmonger suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
a bloke
woman.
wearing it.
No.
I'm telling you, the Black Panther will be a bloke.
I am guarantee you it's going to be a woman.
I don't think it will be.
It will. It will be Nakia. Because they'll do strong female representation, and they're not going to do the sister, which is the likely choice that they would have done. But they that actress ruined that. So it will be Nakia. Because it will be stepping up to, like...
I mean, I can see it happening, but I don't think it is in the trailer. I still think...
Then who are you saying? Do you reckon it's ever a Ross? The white guy from the movie?
Oh, imagine.
Do you reckon Martin Freeman's going to take on the mantle of Black Panther?
That would be funny.
Or do you reckon it's going to be multiversal travel and they'll have someone else from another universe who we've never seen before? Because they said they're not going to recast it, so it's going to be a different character. They're not recasting T'Challa.
Well, the Lego Star Wars set has a Shuri.
Well, yeah, but that's because that would probably be early scripts, and Lego always gets like early pre-builds of things. Because they had Hulk as in the movie for Avengers Infinity War, but they didn't have Hulk in the Avengers Infinity War.
That is true.
You can't always trust the Lego sets, Dan. Because they get very early stuff so that they can kind of build Lego sets around the plot of the movie, but then Marvel changes everything or sends fake stuff so that people can't find out all their secrets. Marvel has an internal division that is like there to stop like secrets, and they send out fake stuff, and then they track down who sent out that fake stuff and like fire them. Like they really don't like stuff getting leaked.
It's rumored that Cillian Murphy is Dr.
White
Doom.
guy. That'd be good.
And
I could see him.
Black Panther too.
I like Cillian Murphy. He's going to be an Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
I would actually, maybe. Ooh, okay, that'd be interesting if Namor has Doctor Doom in a cage.
That would be interesting.
Because how do you explain where? Because okay, here's my prediction.
Oh, go for it.
Okay, here's a really stupid one. Namor has the Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom on ice from the 60s. Or like trapped in like some goo or something, underwater goo. Because Namor and the Fantastic Four hate each other. Namor also wants to cuck Reed Richards by fucking Susan Storm.
Okay.
That is a literal plotline in the comics that Namor tries to on multiple occasions, and I think on occasions has banged Sue Storm.
Okay. Well, does she know about it?
Yes, or maybe I can't remember. I can't remember if some of them are non-consensual. Because Namor's meant to be like an antagonist anti-hero.
Okay.
So he does some dark shit, man. And I think respecting women's boundaries is not one of them. So I reckon the space capsule or whatever it is that the Fantastic Four in the 60s launch and goes missing in the ocean and they're presumed dead. And then Namor has kept them in cryostasis or whatever it is. And then the events of Black Panther crack the tube or something, and then the Fantastic Four and the Doctor Doom escape, and that kicks off the Fantastic Four movie. That's a stupid prediction, but I'm gonna say it's real.
What if that scene in the film isn't actually the Black Panther, it's just someone with a Killmonger suit?
It's probably that.
Yeah, maybe that.
Because they don't have the suit, because they're probably gonna retire Black Panther's suit. They're gonna have that suit in like the prison vault or the storage or whatever it is. Someone's gonna have.
Maybe that's Namor.
Maybe it's Nick Fury.
Maybe Namor has the suit.
No, I think because it's Namor against the Black Panther that shot. I think because it's on the same battlefield of where M'Baku attacks Namor from the boat. It's that beach scene. So it's someone turning up or getting in a fight with Namor on that beach scene.
I mean, I do think it could be M'Baku.
It's not gonna be M'Baku. It's gonna be Nakia.
I mean, I understand.
I know people are gonna be mad about it because they hate women.
Well, no, I think it should be Nakia, but I don't think it is.
It will. It's either gonna be that or the sister, because that's the most logical point. Or it's the mum. Or it's the mum.
Shuri's more of the tech person. I don't think she would be the one.
She held her own against Killmonger and that guy who bashed her head in when.
Yeah, but I don't think she would want it.
Oh no, she would. Well, she'd do it for honor of the family name and the heritage. Who knows? Also, I reckon the plot is going to be, because those flowers that give you the Black Panther powers got burnt, and they used the last one to bring T'Challa back. Then that scene where they're on the sub with like the Wakandan people doing excavation and stuff, I reckon it's them looking for more flowers or meteorites or something like that.
Maybe.
And that's them gonna then discover like Atlantis, and Atlantis is gonna go, well, fuck you. Although I don't think it's gonna be Atlantis, because I don't think they're gonna want to compare it to Aquaman. So I think they're gonna change the name or something.
What if it's a Killmonger from another universe?
Stop trying to make it Killmonger.
Multiverse? It could actually be Killmonger.
Yeah, but then there's no stakes, and it's so weird.
That is what the multiverse is.
Yeah, but it just makes it so that no one, like, it's not interesting. Oh, I know, like, I've had this conversation with so many people. I'm like, what does that do in terms of storytelling other than it's a cool reveal?
I'm not saying they should do it. I'm just thinking they might do it.
What's more at stake? What's a better, like, story? Having Nakia mourn the death of her lover, or, like, I think they were lovers? Or, like, romantically invested?
Lover, yeah.
Formerly invested romantic partner. The family that I guess she was a part of dies. She's then having someone hunt down and destroy the world. Because she's also the spearhead of most of the like change that T'Challa is actually trying to push, and also Killmonger. Like, we could be helping people. She's that spearhead. She was the one who was like, yeah, you're doing a fucked up job because you're not helping people. You could be helping people. Like, oh fuck, the civilization that I love is under threat. I'm gonna have to stand up. Or, oh my god, Killmonger from another universe has come in to save the day.
Have you seen any of the Phase 4 films?
Yes, I have.
Yes,
I know.
The story takes it back.
I just hope Ryan Coogler is a bit smarter than that.
You would hope so.
Because I also think it's incredibly disrespectful to Chadwick Boseman to have, oh yeah, multiversal Black Panther from another dimension come in and save the day. Such like a disrespect. Like, have someone take up the mantle to honor him, not just, oh, that would be a cool reveal of, oh, Killmonger's dead, now he has to save, he comes back from the dead somehow, and then he takes on the mantle. Like, what is that character's turn? Because at the end of the movie, he's still like, yeah, our ancestors had to jump from the slave ships, you're still wrong. I'm dead, but, like, you're still wrong, you need to change. And then T'Challa does change. So, yeah, maybe you could have it like, oh, because T'Challa changed, that Killmonger was, like, right.
Yeah, I mean,
it just makes no sense, and I hate it. And if they do it, I'm like, oh my god, that's so dumb.
Also, this has turned out to not be Phase 5 and 6 prediction.
Well, okay, yeah, but it was my prediction into Ironheart.
Oh, yeah, okay, fair, yeah.
It was tied into Ironheart because I was like, the sister's gonna die, and she'll have been the mentor to that character, Riri Williams, and then she dies. Ironheart also goes to avenge her, and also somehow it's tied to Tony Stark, because she respects Tony Stark for saving the universe, and maybe we get a voice cameo from Robert Downey Jr. Because
possibly, because Ironheart, she picks up a hologram, right? I swear that's a thing.
Yeah, well, even the original thing, it's like Tony Stark is dead or in another dimension, trapped there or something, and Tony Stark's built himself into an AI.
Yeah, I think that. So
and it's already kind of in Endgame, where he has that hologram that like tells his death, like will basically. So people are like, well, they'll just do that, and they'll get Robert Downey Jr. just to stand in a room for an hour to read all his dialogue off and phone it in, and then it will be like, that's because it's an AI. It's not perfect. Nah, it's just Robert Downey just sitting on a couch going, oh, let's get $100 million for this, and right, go, do your thing. You got it. Go, go, go. And it would just be Paul Bettany as Vision, like, and then will get Tony Stark inhabit White Vision, and that's how we get Tony Stark back. White Vision will become Tony Stark because they'll meld the AIs together.
Okay, all right, that's a bit of a strange one. I think the only film we haven't really talked about is the Guardians films, really. The Holiday Special and Guardians 3.
And Groot.
And Groot, but Groot doesn't really count because it's not Phase 5.
Well, it might lead into Guardians of the Galaxy, so we've got to
Neither Guardians Holiday Special, but whatever. Okay, Guardians 3. Flop or good?
It could be good. It's got potential.
James Gunn at the helm.
People hate Chris Pratt at the moment for some reason.
It's because he's Christian.
Yes.
That's genuinely
it. I think it's because a lot of people are taking stuff he says out of context. I don't know, he seems douchey, but also he seems charming. So I don't love all of his movies, I'm gonna say. But like
but I think he's the right guy. I don't think he's any other guy.
I think he fits Peter Quill right. I didn't love him in 4. I thought he was just like, oh yeah, he serves his purpose in 4.
I'm pretty sure that's a lot of Thor.
Yeah. Hey, you liked 4. You can't backtrack on 4. You can't have your opinion.
No, I'm just saying there's a lot of things wrong with Thor.
Yeah. This is the first time after he got fired and rehired and he did Suicide Squad because of it. So we probably would have got this a lot sooner. And so I imagine the story's changed quite a bit because I don't know if he was planning on having this come out this late in his thing, and he might have tried to fit all of this in before Infinity War and Endgame.
I feel like James Gunn's proved himself. Like, he's made 4 decent things. Guardians 1, 2, Suicide Squad, and Peacemaker.
Yeah. And he produced the movie with the little boy who is basically Superman but evil.
Yes.
I don't remember its name.
So I think Guardians 3, I hope it's really emotional and it's a good farewell to the characters.
Is it gonna be more about dads?
There has been a big running theme about dads in everything he does.
And dead parents.
Yeah, I don't...
Which parent is Peter Quill gonna lose in this one? Because he lost both his dads in the last one, and he lost his mum in the first one.
And he lost his girlfriend in Infinity War.
Do you reckon he's gonna lose his family in this one, and that's the end?
I think they're all gonna die.
Yeah, well, he did say this is the last of this iteration, so...
Yeah, so I think Peter Quill's gonna die. I think Gamora might live.
Well, Gamora's... I don't feel like Gamora will live.
Mind you, without Peter Quill, she serves no purpose. Groot will probably live.
Well, that's a bit rude.
Well, no, but she's done a
story. Is that all a woman is to you, Dan, to serve a man?
Well, no, but I mean about the character interactions, right? If there's no Peter Quill, there's no Thanos.
What about the relationship with her sister? Yeah, her fucking relationship with her sister. The cornerstone of the second movie.
I forgot about Nebula, right? Calm down.
How can you forget about the bald woman?
I was just thinking about relationships.
Robot?
I forgot she had Nebula. I
she
think
could
Nebula
fuck
will die, so...
the raccoon?
I don't think she really has a relationship with...
You don't know. She said it's... Gamora... Nebula said it's either him or the tree, so she might go, well, I'll pick the raccoon then.
Yeah, I don't think
I reckon Drax is gonna die. And thank
definitely.
God.
Oh, 100%.
I do not care that much about Drax. Everyone seems to... I think Drax is American humor incarnate.
It's some funny moments.
I think there's some good... But in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, he's really fucking annoying.
Yeah. No, I liked him more in Infinity War.
Yeah. He's good in Infinity War, but I don't think that's because he's... Yeah, but I just don't like him in I don't like him in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I think he has one
moment.
I think he has one good moment.
I think my favorite moment is still Why is Gamora. I still love that moment.
Yeah. But I also think that's now overplayed and overused, and it really grates me every time I hear it.
If something is overplayed or overused, it just means it's that good.
No.
If something is so good it becomes overused, it's too good.
No. Because that would make the prequels good. Like, stuff can be bad and it be overused. That doesn't make it good.
Okay, it was too memeable. Happy?
Well, yeah. It's very meme. I'm not saying it's a bad line. I'm just saying the internet destroys everything that's good. And then makes everything that's bad even more insufferable or funnier. It's a give and take. It's a curse. But yeah,
Matt Smith also hates Morbius.
No, but he loved it. He got to do a little dance.
No, because apparently a fan went up to him at Comic-Con and said, "Oh, I really like Morbius." And then Matt Smith went, "You must have seen a different film than I did then."
it's Morbin time.
Yeah, he's like,
Did it?
"What?"
I bet he loves that. I bet he
No,
loves
he hated
everyone.
it.
No, but I bet he loves everyone going up to him and saying it's Morbin time.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh. He didn't know what it was about. It was like, why is it people saying this?
Well, I don't think the Sony execs knew what the fuck they were doing when that came out because they were like, let's re-release it in cinemas, and then it flopped again.
Literally the stupidest thing. Just because it was trending on Twitter or something.
Hey, the Minions became successful because of memes. Why wasn't Morbius successful because of memes?
Because minions are lovable.
Minions are puntable, and they caused the Holocaust and 9/11.
Was that actually in the film?
No, but I
I
imagine
wasn't sure.
they would probably have had to freeze them again for 2000 to 2002, so that they weren't the cause of 9/11. Because
that's
they
true,
froze,
yeah.
they froze the Minions for World War II and World War One, I think. So they couldn't have him paired up with Hitler.
I think they were frozen for early 2000. No, I'm pretty sure they were frozen until like 1960s.
Yeah, so they
So
could
it's
have
fine.
they could have caused 9/11.
No, they were frozen from like after Napoleon till
Yeah.
1960s.
I have not watched the first Minions movie.
I'm very sure that's when. Well, no, that's when they were like, oh, we don't need anybody. So they just started having parties every night, and then they got bored in 1960s, and were like, we have no purpose in life. We're all depressed.
When were the Minions frozen? Hang on, I gotta spell Minions right.
They weren't technically frozen, by the way. They were just in an ice cave.
Oh, it says Minions frozen. Okay, 1812 to 1968. The Minions
Exactly.
were.
So they weren't part of World War One, World War Two, or nine. Oh, they might be 9/11 though.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They could have been the cause of 9/11.
But they weren't the
Because
Holocaust. So.
in the movie, the Minions take over a plane.
Actually, no, I don't think they would be because at that point they'd be part of Gru.
What, in 9?
Yes,
Well-
because Gru is.
When is the Minions movie set?
I think the second one's like 70s.
Well, maybe Gru.
How have we gone from Marvel to the Minions?
Hang on, I'm finding out when the Minions is set. When is the Minions set? The Minions is set in 1968, 42 years before 2010.
Minions 2 is set in 1975.
So there's still time for them to cause 9/11.
No, but they're obedient to Gru from now until like
true, and then 2010.
yeah,
Yeah,
and even
Okay.
now like yeah. So
they
weren't part-
managed to work their way around that. Those sly
I
bastards.
think the
of
storytellers
Illuminati.
actually, or the writers actually had to think about that.
Yeah.
They're like, right, we need to avoid this somehow.
How do we stop the Minions from working with terrorists? Because they always go for the most evil person. We'll have
Yeah.
a terrorist, but one terrorist who's lovable and adopts children, which isn't creepy at all. A single white man adopts 3 little girls.
No, he only robbed them. He only had him to rob a place though.
Yeah, and then he at the end falls in love with them and goes, "Yep, I'm emotionally attached to these children.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look after them."
I think we should end it there.
Maybe that's why the Minions love him, because he's that sick and twisted. He's truly the worst person in the world.
I think we should end our review here because
No, we have more to talk.
I don't.
I need to Google MCU Phase 4 5 again. Oh yeah, I just remembered that the Prince William getting pegged was in my news history. Thunderbolts! That's the other thing that's on there.
I swear we've
What?
talked about this, but okay.
Well, not in this episode.
Who are the
Who's-
Thunderbolts? It's going to be Zemo, I think Yelena.
Yelena, Kate Bishop.
Maybe Kate Bishop. I don't think she will be, though.
No, because she's not evil Hawkeye.
Yeah. Abomination?
Yep.
Bad Captain America? US
Bullseye.
agent?
Yep, Bullseye from Daredevil, because they'll reintroduce Bullseye from the Daredevil TV show. Crossbones is dead.
I
They
think that's it,
resurrect
right?
him. They resurrect him.
No, they won't.
Screech.
Who?
Someone who screeches loudly.
Okay. No, I don't think it will be.
Well, they got to add some new characters so that they could kill them off.
No, I think that'd be it. I don't think there'll be that many more.
Do you reckon it's going to be like the Suicide Squad, where
No,
they have
No, it's
bombs
not like
strapped?
that. It's not. I know it's still bad people doing good things, but they're not like
Well,
they haven't got bombs in their heads.
but they could steal it. They could get James Gunn to direct it, and then they'll have the MCU Suicide Squad.
Because the weird thing is, Zemo's not really a bad. It hasn't got like a bad motive
It's
in
destroy
the
all
MCU anyway.
Well, he's genocidal to anyone with powers.
Well, yeah, but is that his reason behind that is because they do critical damage or mass damage and aren't held
Yeah.
accountable for it.
Yeah. And now
So-
he's going to do mass damage and not be held accountable for it.
Yeah, I think the storyline's like, oh, if they can do it, we can do it too. So he forms a group of supervillains to do good things.
Where is Zemo at the end of Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Back in jail or escaped?
No, he's escaped, I think.
Is he? Because I thought he got
I'm
captured.
pretty sure that was like, no, he got captured, then he escaped. Or at least he had a bomb.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, because he blew up the transport. No, he's in the raft.
Yeah,
He-
and then
But he
the
blew
transport
up
from the
he
raft.
blew up the person. Yeah, he's in the raft. So Abomination's in the raft as well. So we might get a Baron Zemo cameo in She-Hulk.
Maybe.
And then we see Baron Zemo get broken out whilst Abomination breaks out or something like that, or gets recruited by Valentina. And then who's the bad guy? Who are they going up against? Doctor Doom?
No, I don't, no.
Kang? They're going up against a
It'll
variant.
be a Kang. It'll be a Kang. Yeah.
The Kangio.
Every single
Trade
Marvel film,
copyright it. Hashtag it. Kangio.
Kangio.
Yeah, every Kangmio.
The
The
Kangio.
Kangmio.
Every single Marvel film now have a Kang.
Mio.
Yeah, imagine.
Hashtag Kangimo.
Is that it?
Captain America: The New World Order.
Oh, God,
Um,
yeah.
Captain America and Bucky go on an adventure against Sharon Carter, who's evil now, and they
Isn't
shoot her
she
in the
about the
head.
Thunderbolts as well?
Oh yeah, maybe she's evil Peggy Carter. I don't know. Oh, also Rocket Raccoon's probably gonna die.
Yes, he will.
Because they're going to build up his tragic backstory and then have him shot in the head. Also, Adam Warlock is going to be the antagonist, and then they're going to become friends, should do a little dance together, and then blast the evil guy in the face.
Fascinating.
Oh, no. I still reckon Nick Fury's going to shoot a Skrull in the back of the head as he makes a dramatic entrance. That's my big prediction. At some point, we're going to get Nick Fury head first on, like, camera display, and then, bam, the back of his skull gets blown out, and everyone is shocked, and then it's like, dramatic reveal of Nick Fury. He shot a Skrull. I like how I have Mook in my search bar, and it comes up with McDonald's, and I think I was trying to type in MCU, but I just stopped.
No, it's saying that you're fat and you like food.
I had Five Guys today, and it's so expensive, and I don't like it.
I have never had Five Guys.
Five Guys is good, but it is not worth the amount of money that you have to spend to eat it.
How much money is it? How much money is one burger?
Tenner.
What?
Yeah, and
Is
that's
that
for the
including chips?
No,
That's
that
not
is the
worth it.
that is the bare minimum for the basic burger. Their burgers go up to like £15,
That is not worth it.
and the chips are like they're like £5.25.
No, that's not worth it.
I spent 20 quid on a burger and chips and a drink.
That's outrageous.
And it wasn't like the best thing I ever ate. It was good.
That should be a TBO.
But like,
Ranking.
I
all
could
the
buy
fast
20
food
quid's
podcasts.
worth of McDonald's and have a better time.
A TBO coming up. Us ranking fast food. When we have nothing else to do.
Could be interesting. Oh yeah, Darcy. Where's Darcy in the MCU at this
Dead.
point?
She's a scroll.
True. Okay. Well, I think that's every Okay, what's your big prediction before we go? What is something so stupid that if the MCU did it, you would be like, I'm out, I'm done. No, this is the end. This is my commitment. What is the big thing that you would destroy your engagement with this?
What? So make the MCU completely worthless from that point.
Yeah. What cameo, what reveal, what plot line, what thing would make you tap out of the MCU?
I think if the story is just that bad.
Yeah, but what one thing would to do it? Because it's got to be something so stupid and so ridiculous that you'd never, like, raptors riding motorcycles in Jurassic World.
That's bad.
Yeah, but like, what's the MCU equivalent? What is your Fast and Furious, they drive into space moment?
I don't know. It's a hard one because Marvel is so open. Like, what could be that bad?
What personally do you not want them to do, ever?
Make Deadpool PG-13.
Okay.
I think that is bad. That is actually really bad.
I reckon cross Morbius into the MCU. If
I reckon I
Morbius,
can live with that.
if Morbius ever gets a line of dialogue in the MCU, I am done.
But Morbius is great, remember? It got released twice. How many films get released twice?
Avatar.
No, that's been released way more than twice.
Oh yeah, the Titanic. Avengers Endgame, when Marvel goes, we need Avengers Endgame to be at the top of the highest grossing movies again. And our failing franchise is crumbling. We need to re-release it in cinemas. But yeah, mine is the it all ends with it all being a dream or the imagination of a small child. The camera pans out and it just reveals a small child, like Kevin Feige's kid or something, playing in a room. Kevin Feige walks up, pats the kid on the shoulder and goes, "Come on, boy." And then it has the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And then it's just like the ravings of a small child. And then you just see all the toys in the background. And it's just him been acting it out for however many years.
Wouldn't the kid be like 34?
No, because that's how kids' imaginations work. Everything seems longer. Like it's just a day in the kid's mind or something. It's just been 42 minutes of this kid's imagination.
Fair enough.
That would be the thing that broke it for me.
I think I'm done.
Actually, no, I kind of love that idea. Just thinking about it now. Imagine that. Oh, people would be so mad. It'd be fucking hilarious. But yeah, that's it. That's us done. Yeah. What are your predictions? Tell us. They can't be any worse than mine.
Reply to us on Twitter.
Yeah. Check out all our socials. Do the thing. Click the button. Share us. Tell us how much you love us. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.